now.
Rupert, the professor says...
Bill! Tell the professor I'm coming down now!
Professor, Rupert says...
Bill, tell him to make sure the fivel flange is fully flayed.
Rupert, the professor says... What did the professor say?
Something about the fibber thing.
Something about the fibberfang. Yeah!
Tell Rupert to... slow down! Oh, no.
Oh, no!
Oh, no!
There's the bicycle.
But where's Rupert?
I don't see him anywhere. Rupert!
I'm down here!
Look,
I'm awfully sorry, Professor. I think my landings need a little more work.
Never mind, Rupert. As long as you're all right.
Do you think you could come down here, Professor?
Of course, Rupert. Are you hurt?
No, I'm fine. But I thought you might like to see this.
Fascinating. These markings would appear to be some form of ancient hieroglyphics.
Do you think you can decipher them?
I'll certainly give it a try.
Yeah!
Rupert, are you all right?
We're fine, Bill. No cause for alarm.
Sorry, Professor. I was trying to clear away some of these rocks.
Oh, that's quite all right, my boy. We're none the worse for wear. You know, often the most difficult aspect of working in the field of archaeology is containing one's enthusiasm. Why, I recall an incident in my undergraduate days when...
Look at the size of this ruby, Professor.
Oh, I say.
A ruby?
Let us see.
No one can see anything with you two blocking the light. It's getting warm.
Ah, yes. The refracting of the sun's rays would result in a minor increase in the gem's ambient temperature.
But it's not just a little warm, Professor. It's hot. And it's moving.
How strange. I would venture to say that such behavior would preclude our earlier assumption that this is some sort of precious stone.
It's cracking open.
It's an egg.
Congratulations, Rupert. You're a mum.
Fascinating. Very puzzling indeed. From the appearance of the shell, I say the egg was buried in the cavern for a long time.
But how could it suddenly hatch like that?
A very good question, Bill. Perhaps the writing in the cavern will tell us more about our little friend.
There, little fellow. The professor won't hurt you.
He certainly has taken a liking to you, Rupert.
Can I take him home with me, Professor?
I don't think you have any choice.
What are you going to name him, Rupert?
Bernie? Where did you get that name?
Podgy named him. He said he reminds him of his Uncle Bernie.
Ah, yes.
So I can keep him?
Well, I don't know if that's such a good idea, Rupert.
But, Dad, I was there when he came out of the shell. He thinks I'm his mother. I mean his father. That is, Bernie doesn't have anyone else. If I don't take care of him, who will?
Don't you think Bernie, would be better off with his own kind?
That's just it, Dad. The professor doesn't even know what kind of bird he is.
Even so, Rupert. Taking care of Bernie will be no small task. You'll have to be completely responsible for him, Rupert.
I'll look after him. I promise.
Good night. Sleep well.
Night, Mum. Night, Dad.
Good night, Rupert. Oh, yes. Good night, Bernie.
Good night, Bernie. Sleep well.
I hope Rupert realizes what he's getting himself into.
Night, Bernie. Come on up. I don't think you're old enough to use a perch yet. Whoa! Soon you'll be flying like this all by yourself, Bernie.
Strange. Very strange.
He's coming in for a landing, Professor.
Oh, dear.
You can do it, Rupert.
Don't forget the whatever it is.
The fribble flange!
Yeah, that.
Ugh. I did it! Where's Bernie?
Look!
Up in the sky.
It's
Bernie? He's flying! Watch out for the tree, Bernie!
Careful.
Don't forget the fibber fang.
That's right! Don't forget the... What?
I just hope he can land better than you, Rupert.
He did it! You certainly are growing fast. Good night, Bernie. Come back with that!
Hey!
Podgy, Rupert, look!
Amazing!
Brilliant!
Great leaping logarithms. I've got to warn them.
Do you think he's supposed to do that?
Fire!
Yow! Bernie! What is it?
Don't worry, boys. I'll save you. Where's the fire?
There is no fire, Dad. It's just Bernie.
Bernie! Ah! He's hot!
Ha-ha! Gangway! Oof! Sorry, dear, but there was a fire. That reminds me. Fire! A huge, grotesque flying fireball, and it's heading for town!
Rupert, you've got to stop him!
Bernie! Bernie! Come back!
Oh, hello, Bernie. Hot enough for you today?
Ah! Fire! Fire! Good work, men.
Bernie!
Rupert!
There he is! Bernie!
Fire!
Yeah! Whoa!
Professor, are you all right?
I'm fine. I'm fine. Rupert, I finally identified Bernie's species. He's a Firebird.
Firebird?
It's a very rare and very special bird. But most important, a Firebird should never come into contact with water. If Bernie gets a complete soaking, well, he won't survive.
Fire!
Oh, no! Bernie!
Ready? Aim!
Wait! Wait! Dad! It's Bernie!
Wait! Rupert's up there!
Everyone hold your fire. Don't fire on the fire until I say fire.
It's all right, Bernie. You can't hurt me when I'm wearing these.
Ew! I thought that bird's goose was cooked.
I can't believe it. Our little Bernie is a Firebird.
Careful, Rupert.
Don't worry, Dad. He's cooled down now.
I'd always thought the Firebird was a mythological creature, Professor.
And I thought they never even existed.
What do you think we should do with him, Professor?
Now, that is a dilemma.
But, Dad, you said I could look after him.
Now, Rupert, that was before we knew about Bernie's special talent. I'm afraid he's too dangerous to...
Bernie's not dangerous. I mean, it won't happen again.
But, Rupert, you can't guarantee that.
This superheating and bursting of things into flames is just what the Firebird does naturally. And it seems that young Bernie's incendiary capabilities will become even more pronounced as he gets older.
I'm sorry, Rupert. If only Bernie weren't such a hazard.
You mean?
I'm afraid your father means that you can't keep the bird, Rupert. We have the safety of the whole village to think of.
But, Dad! I can't just abandon Bernie.
But, Rupert,
I promised to be completely responsible for Bernie. You don't want me to break my promise, do you?
Well, no, Rupert. Bernie. But
That's why I have to stay with him. Just until he can take care of himself. I'll take Bernie to a place where there's no chance of him starting dangerous fires. Bye, Mum. Bye, Dad. We'll come back and visit you soon. This is our new home. From now on, everything is going to be just... It's all right. Everything's going to be fine. Just fine.
are you sure they're all right?
yes, I'm sure they're fine. Just fine.
Calm down, Bernie. I'm awake. Bernie! Oh, I shouldn't have left that water there. Are you all right? You're sick. We've got to get help. But who would know anything about a Firebird? Of course. Why didn't I think of it before? I'll be right back with help. If anyone can help Bernie, it will be the Bird King.
Who goes there? Who? Did you hear something?
Who? Did you?
I asked you first.
Excuse me.
Oh!
Please, I must see the Bird King. It's an emergency.
You're not a bird, are you?
No, but the Bird King will see me. I'm a friend of his.
A friend?
Is this a trick?
You can't trick us. We're owls, you know.
Yes, I know.
Who told you?
Who?
You did. Please, this is an emergency. It's about a Firebird.
A firebird?
There's no such thing as a firebird.
He's mocking us. There's nothing worse than mockingbirds.
He's obviously here for some other reason. Perhaps he's a spy.
No, please,
And the penalty for spying is
The cage.
Please, let me see the king. He's got to help the Firebird.
You spoke of a firebird. Is it true?
Yes. His name is Bernie, and I've been taking care of him.
Long ago, when I was just a fledgling, I too saw a Firebird. It was very old, and I thought it was the last of its kind.
But this one is very young, and he's sick. I've got to get back to him. If I'm not there when he wakes up, he'll get upset and...
Yes, I understand. We must hurry now.
Who goes there? Well, why didn't you say so?
On your way.
Thought he might be trying to trick us.
Who? He can't trick us. We're owls.
This must be yours.
Oh, thank you.
Gee, Mum, it's a little well done.
Fire!
The prisoner has escaped! The prisoner has escaped! Were you sleeping? Who? Me?
Fire! It's heading for the lake!
Uh-oh. Bernie!
It's right up there!
I'll draw their fire. I mean water.
Fire!
Whoa!
You've got to come back, Bernie! I won't let them hurt you!
Don't do it, Cedric. It's Bernie.
That flying fireball ruined my supper. It's got to be stopped.
Hold your fire!
But that bird is dangerous.
He's with Rupert.
Now those birds look dangerous.
Yes, they do.
Fire! You'd better arrest him, Growler.
Who? You can't arrest him.
He's our prisoner.
Nutwood is my jurisdiction. If anybody arrests anybody, it'll be me. That does the arresting, I mean.
Look!
Up in the sky!
It's a bird!
It's a king.
It's a kingbird?
It's the Bird King!
Who? Uh-oh. Your Majesty, we can explain everything.
It's all this young bear's fault. He came to the palace posing as your friend and...
Rupert!
Hello, Your Majesty.
Oh, you've met.
We're old friends, Rupert and I. Now, what's this rumor I hear about a Firebird?
It's not a rumor, Your Majesty. It's Bernie. He's... Bernie?
It's true! A Firebird! What a wondrous discovery!
I think he likes you, Your Majesty.
And he obviously likes you too, Rupert.
I've been taking care of him ever since he hatched. It's like I'm his mum. Dad, I mean.
But Rupert, Nutwood is no place for a magnificent creature like Bernie. A Firebird is meant to live in the clouds. I fear that here on the ground, his special talents would only be cause for alarm.
I think you're probably right.
You must let me take Bernie back to the Bird Kingdom. I assure you he will be treated with the honor and respect he deserves.
The king is right, Bernie. It's where you belong. Don't worry. I'll come and visit you.
I'll see you're not arrested next time, Rupert.
Arrest who? Rupert?
Who'd ever do that?
Goodbye! Goodbye!
Goodbye. Good night, Bernie.